Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening, wherever you're joining us from, anywhere in the world. I'm Charlene, and it's so good to be with you today in our this is the third part of our 4-part series talking about gratitude. 'Tis a season. Here in the United States, we're preparing for a big day tomorrow. A big day to give thanks, which is always a little cliched until you actually begin to kind of deep dive into it. So that's what we're going to do today. We're actually going to learn how to experience a little bit more gratitude, clear our hearts, open the pathways so that we can experience more gratitude, more joy, and more peace. So tell me where you're coming in from today. Drop it in the chat. We're coming live here, both on Insight Timer as well as on YouTube. So wherever you are, say hello. Good morning, Jane. Good morning. Nice to see you. I hope you are well. Oh, I love your happy emojis. It's the sparkle ones that get me every time. Those, I think, are some of my faves. Good morning, Trevor. How's the weather in Nashville? Oh, goodness. The bull's saying hello to you, sir. Hope you're doing well, Trevor. Good to see you. Maggie, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm glad you're here with your little sunshine joy. Hey, Jamie, good morning. Are you having a good day so far? Ah, lovely. Beautiful resonance you bring. Thanks for being here. I'm glad to see you. Hey, Lori. Lori joins us from Madison, Wisconsin. I always send her my warmest thoughts, especially when the weather is cold. It's so good to see you, my friend Lori. I hope you are doing great. Jamie, yeah, from Connecticut. That's right. Thank you for reminding me. Trevor, you said Nashville's chilly, but it'll warm up. Yeah. It's like all of life. This too shall pass. The good and the not so good. Hi, City. Good morning. Rich rising to you as well, my friend. So good to see you. How is the city of brotherly love doing? Ooh. That's some nice resonance you've got kicking today, City. Wow. This is interesting. It's the first time I've actually really had the opportunity to sit. The bowls are speaking directly to each person that I'm talking to. They haven't really done that before. They just kind of give me like a general vibe, but I don't know if you've noticed, they're speaking for you. I'll be interested to see how it feels to you. Lori, oh, it's so sweet. It is good to see you. So good to see you. Hi, Suzanne, joining us from Salt Lake City, 6 a.m. and cold. I'm glad you woke up in time as well. Thank you for being here. Thank you for investing time in yourself and to join us as a group to bring your beautiful energy. Jamie, you just woke up and grounded and shielded. You're feeling content. That's a good way to feel. It's a wonderful way to feel. Perfect balance. I love it. Melissa, good morning from Toronto. Oh, we send our hellos to Toronto. How's everything going for you, Melissa? Hope all is well. So gratitude. Gratitude is one of these very powerful emotions that, as we've talked about in part 1 and part 2 of the series, begins to elicit a very strong physiological response. And you don't have to actually experience something. You don't have to have something happen to you, a kind word spoken, a gift given, an opportunity created or handed to you to actually experience gratitude. Gratitude is something that we can manifest purely as a singular experience, not as a result of something happening to us. And I know Webster says that it's this intense feeling that happens after something happens for you that makes you feel. But what about if we just feel? What if we elicit a response, an emotion that then triggers our environment to bring something to us? That's how it works on the quantum. If we experience an emotion, a thought, that's actually what we're bringing to us. It's the nature of the universe. It's the law, like gravity. It is how this universe works. Just like we have up and down. Matter responds to our thought. Matter responds to our frequency, frequency is just another word for what? For vibration, right? What is it that we're giving off at any given time? And you're like, well, if that's the case, I'd get everything I want. Well, that is true. However, what are you thinking? What are those actual thoughts, those actual frequencies, those vibrations that you're putting out into the world? When I consider that, I begin to become very clear about, I thought I was a very positive person until I took a moment and did some self-reflection and really realized, I'm kind of feeling stuck here. Maybe I'm resisting abundance because I'm still generating feelings in my physical body of lack or of unworthiness. Whatever that could be, right? And it's different for all of us. The main underlying current, though, that we're all drifting towards, we're all asking, we're all really truly wanting, whether we recognize it or not, and then activating the request, is the return to wholeness. Wholeness. We can have wholeness in relationships, wholeness with ourselves, wholeness in our mind, wholeness in our body, our physical health, wholeness with our finances, wholeness with connection to all. So the easiest way to help us move back towards this place of what we really are, which is whole, is through eliciting a very strong emotional response, right? We get really clear on what we want, and then we elevate that desire with an emotional frequency, and gratitude is a perfect frequency to activate. So we're going to be talking a little bit more about that today, kind of diving in, exploring, feeling into this. Today we're talking specifically about gratitude for humanity. So on Monday we talked about gratitude for self, which isn't always easy, or something we necessarily think of. I should be thankful to myself. We usually think about being thankful to or for someone else. And yet, how strong were some of those experiences that you shared, that you had, that, wow, there's a lot for me to be thankful for me, to me. I'm a really groovy soul. And then on Tuesday we talked about gratitude for family and heritage, where we've come from. It's shaped who we are. It's shaped our frequency, our vibration. It's helped us develop our strengths. Probably in many ways helped us cultivate aspects of our challenges. And today, then building on that, coming to the construct of humanity, the totality of all, connecting with our spiritual brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, aunts and uncles. We're all unified in that field. Speaking of unifying in the field, good morning, Linnea. Good to see you. I'm so glad you're here as well. Thank you for popping up and saying hello. And Melissa, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So before we start to dive in today, I read this really lovely quote that I wanted to share with you. Going along with what we were just talking about this return to wholeness, this finding a way to liberate the truth of who we are, which is pure potential. That thing you said you wanted to bring into your life, that miracle that you're looking for. It's already there. So how do we get out of the way to allow? I love this quote by John Ortberg. He says, gratitude is... He didn't say that. He did say, gratitude is the ability to experience life as a gift. All of life. It liberates us from the prison of self-occupation. I love that because it's so empowering. It empowers us to remember that no matter what's going on, good, bad, happy, sad, there's always something for us that's a gift. It's a function of how do we assimilate it, how do we receive it, how do we welcome it. And when we welcome the gift, good, bad, ugly, happy, sad, when we welcome it with gratitude, suddenly its poignancy becomes that much more real. So if this is your first time joining us, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. You have stumbled into, I'd say, one of the most beautiful communities of souls that gather and connect through frequency and vibration. And I am honored that I get to sit up here and help facilitate and translate that frequency and vibration for us. So welcome. It's nice to meet you. For this series, one of the things that we're looking to do is really activate the energy centers within our body. We have 7 main centers in our physical body, and then there's some centers that reside outside of our body in what's called our energy bodies or our light bodies. So we'll be going through and connecting with those centers so that we can realign and release anything that no longer serves, bringing in that which does. The bowls that you see here, they're 13 chromatically tuned crystal singing bowls. They're made out of 99.999% quartz crystal, which means they're very pure, highly conductive of electricity. Quartz conducts electricity, and you are an electrical being. You have polarity. You are a magnet. When we are in alignment, we have positive polarity at our head and negative polarity at our feet, which creates, as we know from science class in the 6th grade, a magnet, which means our energy is constantly flowing. When we're in alignment, sometimes things happen. Polarities shift. Things flip. It's always incumbent upon us to refine, to refine our power, realign with what our body is actually, truly is, so that we can live more authentically, happy, pure, peaceful, grateful, full of power. You get it, little bowl. All right, there we go. So, as you can see, the bowls very much, I wouldn't say they have a mind of their own, but they are very responsive to the energy that's going on around them. So the energy that we're looking to connect with today, the words that we speak, the energy that you show up with begins to manifest as sound throughout the bowls. It's my job to listen and respond accordingly. Now these bowls are tuned to 432 Hertz, which directly connects to the frequency of our planet. It's a very grounding frequency that allows us in our physical body to feel safe in letting go, because we are. So I invite you now to find a comfortable seated position. In this series, we're really looking for ways that we can create the most comfort and ease with an erect spine. So just make your way to that position if you're not already in it. You may be seated directly on the floor, really grounding in your sits bones. You may elevate your sits bones just a little bit like I have. I'm actually sitting on a folded towel. Whatever's comfortable for your body. If it ever, because of a physical situation, if it ever becomes too much, just gently make your way down to the floor then, trying to keep that spine as long and as erect as possible. We really want to create this pathway that we can begin to activate. So taking a deep inhale in, holding that breath in, and then just gently begin to sigh it out. Take another deep inhale in. And release. Let it go. Grounding practice, I invite you to begin that now. Just go ahead and let your energy begin to shift, letting go of anything that you're ready to release. If you don't have a grounding practice, I invite you to consider thinking, imagining, or feeling a golden cord of light that extends from the very base of your spine and descends down all the way through the floor, through the earth itself, into the very core of our planet. And as it arrives at the core, you can see it in your mind's eye, that this golden cord just begins to wrap, root deep into Mother Earth, creating a safe space, a safe and aligned grounding point for you to connect with at any point here in this present moment. Take a deep inhale in. Hold that breath for 3 counts. 2, 3. Gently let it go. Good. Good. Take another deep inhale in, holding that breath. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. I invite you now to bring one or both hands over your heart. It may feel good to put it in a prayer position, a prayer mudra, maybe just a single touch. When we make contact skin to skin, it helps bring our attention into that specific area. So just gently allow your attention to descend or ascend, depending on where your thoughts had been, and to this point in the very center part of our being. your creative center, your sacred heart. Witness the beating of your heart. Witness that life force moving, pumping from this creative center. Flowing freely. Enriching and enlivening your physical body, bringing life. I invite you now to bring to mind an aspect of yourself that you like, that you love, that you recognize you do well with, you excel at, you radiate. It could be familiar. This could be a brand new realization in this moment. Just find one thing that you like about yourself. Knowing that those around you could find hundreds, thousands of things that they like, that they love about you. Now, from this point of your sacred heart, I invite you to begin to breathe in a feeling of gratitude for yourself, for this special gift that you bring to the world, that nobody can do quite like you can. Perhaps it's your creativity. Perhaps it's your kindness. Perhaps it's your ability to teach or lead or guide. Perhaps it's an uncanny ability you have with numbers. Perhaps you can find balance in any situation. Perhaps you're on a constant exploration for the divine, seeking ways to improve yourself, knowing that as you improve yourself, you improve the world. What is that? Oh, let's relish that gift that is yours. Let's bless it. Let's bring in gratitude. Begin to invite gratitude into this sacred heart space. Gratitude for self. Beautiful. Good. With a grateful heart, let's begin to magnify that frequency. See if you can't turn the volume up on your gratitude. What do you need to do to expand this gratitude? Perhaps you see it as a flame igniting in your heart. Turn that up a little bit. Yes, good. Perhaps you hear it as a sound. Turn up the volume. Perhaps you have a physical sensation. See if you can't have more of that sensation. Bringing in this gratitude for self. Good. So beautiful. Take a deep inhale in, drinking in this gratitude, breathing into your heart. Hold in that gratitude, and as you hold in your breath, allow your heart to relax. Relax your heart. Good, good, good. And gently exhale. So beautiful. Let's do that again. Take a deep inhale in, drinking in this appreciation for you. Good. Drink it in, drink it in. Bringing that into your heart. And as you get to a point where you can't drink in anymore, just hold. Hold this breath and hold this gratitude in your heart. Allow your heart to relax and your breath to let go. One last time. I hear you want one last time. Let's bring in, drink in that appreciation with a deep breath, bringing that in, holding that breath, relaxing your heart. You're expanding and relaxing simultaneously. And then when you are ready, when you feel like you're ready to let it go, exhale in your own time. We'll wait for you. I invite you to create in your mind's eye a rose that represents you, this gratitude for self, how you're seeing yourself in this moment. Can you see that brilliant rose? What color is your rose? Perhaps it's coral. Maybe it's a beautiful yellow. Maybe it's pink or fuchsia, purple, green, white. Or red. See that rose in front of you. And from this place of your sacred heart, think, imagine, or feel a shimmering golden light of love that shifts from your heart, this place of gratitude, and embodies, encompasses, surrounds your rose. Shimmering light. The shimmering golden light. And when you feel like you've bathed your rose in enough golden light for this moment, come back, bring your attention back to the center of your chest and your heart. Good. Good. Soaking in, feeling this gratitude that you've created, that you've built for you in your heart space. Perfect. Now, in your mind's eye, gently allow that rose just to drift to the side of your periphery. You can still see it. It's still there. It's just not front and center right now. I invite you now to create a second rose. Allow this rose to sit front and center in your mind's eye. Create a rose that represents your connection to family. Now, just as you had grounded yourself when we started, which grounds our very first rose, let's ground the second rose. All that means is to think, imagine, or feel a golden cord of light descending from the very base, the stem of the rose, wrapping itself all the way down into the very core of the earth. For in this grounding, you'll begin to see the rose shift and move and shake a little bit, releasing all of the things that no longer serve you or it. In this moment, your perception, your connection, your communication with your family. Just allow anything that you're ready to let go of, that's not to your highest good, that doesn't serve you, just to melt down this rose's grounding cord. Beautiful, beautiful. Now coming back, turning your attention back to the place of your sacred heart. Take a deep breath in, breathing in more gratitude. It doesn't have to be for anything. It could be, if that feels good to you. Welcoming in this feeling of thankfulness, appreciation. Breathe in gratitude. Take a deep inhale now, breathing in more of that gratitude, holding that Holding that inhale and allowing your heart to relax. Good, good. You are an instrument of the divine. Exhale, let it go. Let's enliven these pathways with gratitude. As you inhale, breathing in gratitude, relaxing your heart. And then on the exhale, from a place of compassion, exhale this beautiful gratitude towards this second rose, this rose for family. Beautiful. Finding new ways in yourself to offer the same love that you feel for yourself to those that have helped create who you are today. Positive, challenging. They've helped shape who you are. Let's bless them. Everyone's doing the best that they can with what they have. Bless them. Extend gratitude towards that second rose. And then just gently allow your attention to shift back towards the point of your sacred heart. Now, let's go back. Let's just direct our attention back to that first rose, that rose that represents you, your beautiful, magnificent, majestic self that's full of grace, love, compassion, whatever it is that feels right to you, that is the expression of you. Let's take another deep inhale in, breathing in gratitude for this gorgeous rose, this representation of you. You are so unique and special. Let's just drink in this gratitude. Find your own rhythm and pace for how much you would like to take in with each breath. Holding that breath in for as long as you would like, basking in its glory, its radiance, its goodness. All the while allowing your heart to relax. Relax your heart, relax into this feeling of ecstasy. Just float. Beautiful. Take one last deep inhale in. Hold that breath in. That gratitude is now expanding throughout your entire physical body. Good. Relaxing your heart. And then letting it go. just gently shifting our attention back towards the second rose. This rose, it represents our family, the collective souls who have helped shape who we are today, right now, this moment. They may have served as beautiful examples for how to show up in this world. They may have served for beautiful examples as to how not to show up in this world. It didn't work for you, but it helped you find what does. Taking a deep inhale in, and then let it go. Take another deep inhale in, recognizing that, yes, there are things in me I'm ready to let go of related to my family. Anything else you'd like to let go, just allow it to resolve, to dissolve, to ground away. Good. No one holds power over us unless we give them our key. Take back your key, unlock your door, and find your freedom. Beautiful. And from this place of freedom, you know what gratitude feels like. Take a deep inhale in, breathing in gratitude, holding it deep in your lungs. Relaxing your heart, then directing this gratitude towards the second rows of family. Appreciating them, loving them. Knowing we all can be better. Take another deep inhale in, holding this in, holding that breath. Relax the heart, relax the heart. Good. Then direct that breath towards that rose, showering with more and more gratitude. Continue this at your own pace. Find your flow. Breathing in gratitude, then returning it back to the second rose. Allowing your heart to relax. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Returning your attention back to your sacred heart. Feeling into this place of pure creation. Releasing any thoughts that arise. Sitting into the space around you. The blackness of pure potential. Now in your mind's eye, creating a third rose. It sits just to the other side of your second rose. This rose represents humanity, all of us, the collective here, the billions of pieces of the divine, masquerading in these human suits. Wearing roles as masks, names as identities, and yet, coming from the same pure source that you did, that you do. Humanity. The best of us all. The worst of us all. Humanity. The brightest. The darkest. The most feeble. The most powerful. Those that live in peace, those that live in war, those that walk by the sun, those that dance under the moon. Humanity. Sitting in this reverence. For our fellow divine beings. Noticing if there's anything that's beginning to come up in your physical body that prevents you from fully connecting with this aspect of ourself, of humanity. Just let it dissolve, shift away, slip down that grounding cord. Bringing your attention now back to your sacred heart. This feels very safe and familiar. Remembering the gratitude, feeling the gratitude for yourself. For our family, and now extending the same compassionate, sacred heart space to all of humanity. Taking a deep inhale in, breathing in the radiance of gratitude. Holding that breath in, relaxing the heart, then gently directing this gratitude towards all of your brothers and sisters. Taking another deep inhale in. Breathing in gratitude, filling your lungs. Finding this is a very peaceful, grounded, a slightly different breath than you've experienced before. There's an acceptance here, a compassion that underpins this gratitude. Relaxing the heart, releasing the breath, directing it towards humanity. Your spiritual family. Knowing if you can accept one person, one being, one soul in humanity, you have the capacity to accept and love them all. Continuing this breath at your own pace, breathing in gratitude, relaxing the heart, exhaling gratitude for humanity. Together, let's take one last deep inhale, breathing in a tremendous amount of gratitude, of appreciation, of acceptance, of understanding. Holding that in your heart, relaxing your heart. Then gently exhale to this third rose. Taking a deep inhale in, and hold this breath in for as long as you can as I read the words from one of the Vedas. May the atmosphere we breathe fearlessness into us. Fearlessness on earth and fearlessness in heaven. May fearlessness guard us behind and before. May fearlessness surround us above and below. May we be without fear of friend and foe. May we be without fear by night and by day. Let all the world be my friend. Exhale if you haven't already. I invite you now to bring your attention to the very base of your spine, your first chakra, your first energy center. Thinking, imagining, or feeling a beautiful red color. Bringing this red into this sacred space. This place where we find grounded alignment. Now let's bring our attention from this first energy center, let's bring it back to our heart, our fourth energy center. Bringing in a brilliant emerald green. Allowing that green to fuse, to mingle, to enliven the gratitude that's sitting in your heart space. Keeping our spine erect, feeling that energy flow upward from the first energy center directly into the fourth, harmonizing these two centers, feeling them in balance, feeling their connection, feeling their power. Beautiful. Now gently allow your attention to float to your sixth energy center, your third eye, right in the center of your head. Bringing in a brilliant indigo color, like the color of a midnight sky. Finding balance. Enlivening. Sending energy from the fourth up to the sixth. Good. Now at the same time, feel the red of your first ignite and activate, balancing, harmonizing with the green in your fourth. Carrying up, propelling up towards this indigo color in your sixth, all at the same time, balance between the three. Let your attention gently drift just above the top of your head to your eighth. Here, just above the top of your head, thinking, imagining, or feeling a brilliant white color. And this space here, feeling the energy activating from your first up to your fourth, into the sixth, drifting up and out, through the eighth, wrapping itself all the way back down, around your body, coming back up into the first, flowing to the fourth, up through the sixth, out and around through the eighth. Feel that flow. Take a deep inhale in. And when you're ready, let it go. Just begin to bring your attention back into your physical body now. You may shift, move, stretch around. Wiggle your fingers and your nose and your toes. At your own time. In your own time. Welcome back, friends. How are you doing? Ooh, must be doing well. Look at all those hearts. Did that feel good? Good. Good. Well, share with me your experience. I'd love to hear about it. I know every session is so different, so unique. We're all so different. Every day, every moment of every day. So, Oh, look at all those beautiful hearts. Yes, you activated your heart so brilliantly today. I was so proud of you. I was so impressed. I was so enlivened by you. Man, y'all crushed it in a good way. That was fantastic. That was so, so, so beautiful. I'd love to hear what you're experiencing right now. It's it's interesting to me of how something as easy to feel as gratitude sometimes can trip us up. At least it does for me whenever it comes to extending it to certain individuals, right? But I recognize that's on me. That's not on them. They're doing the best they can. Always. Always. I don't think few people, if any, ever wake up and say, how can I be the crappiest person I can possibly be today? It's just not in our nature. We actually don't think that way. We're not programmed. Our bodies are not designed to do that. We may be stuck in a pattern, yes, but that's the best we can do in that moment. And the greatest gift I think we can ever offer someone else is the recognition of where they are and allowing them to be where they are, because that's perfect for them in their journey in that moment. Knowing that their journey actually doesn't affect or influence mine unless I allow it to. And that is on me. So, yeah, that was fun. Let's see what we got. Oh my goodness. Jamie, at the beginning you were saying you're grateful for the power of healing. Yes, yes, yes. It's that return to wholeness. Return to wholeness in the physical body. We call it healing. I love that. So beautiful. Sandy, I'm honored for the privilege to be here. Well, we are glad that you were here as well, my friend. Thank you for the healing and the grounding and the light of the positivity and hope. Oh, gratitude is so important in my daily life. Beautiful, much thanks. Absolutely, yeah. You hit the nail on the head with that one. Gratitude is an important part of daily life. Yes. Because it's what brings our next experience to us. The more gratitude we have, the better the things get. I've noticed this. They've actually scientifically proven it as well, which is pretty darn cool. Well said. Sandy, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. Hi, Christine. Good morning. We are grateful that you are here as well. I hope it was a good experience. Allison, good to see you. You're grateful for self-acceptance and connection to spirit. Yeah, those are good ones. And can be kind of tricky, especially that first one, right? At least for me. I don't know. I won't speak for you, but Brenda. Oh, yay! Sparkly heart hands. Woohoo! Not heart. Prayer hands. I guess they are heart hands. They could kind of be like inverted heart hands. It works. Hi, Sirkin from Istanbul. I'm so glad to see you, my friend. City. It was beautiful, warm, and calming. Good. Yeah. Really soaking into that grounded place of peace and acceptance. And that gratitude being that catalyst to get us there. Thanks for sharing that, City. Always good to hear from you and your experiences. Hi, Dill. Amazing. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Jamie, thank you. Oh, the pleasure's mine. You guys did the work. Lori, my pleasure. You did the work, y'all. Dill as well. Oh, my goodness. Dorcas feeling lifted and full of light. Wow. Dorcas, that is so great. I love this feeling of expansion. And it does. Gratitude has an upward moving energy in the body. You know, if you've ever noticed different words, different feelings move differently through our physical space. And the ones that uplift and inspire are the ones that activate and actually call in more life. Kind of like that energy activation that we were doing, activating, re-enlivening our battery, right? Moving from polarity out and around, being attracted back to our negative polarity, up to the top, our positive polarity, out and about. It's that same type of movement. So thank you for sharing that, Dorcas, and it's so good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Hey, Christine. Oh, peaceful. Yes, it does. It really does, doesn't it? I feel like the bowls are just kind of emanating this sort of energy right now that's so connected and just so serene, almost like floating on a beautiful, gentle ocean of a really soft waves, so that you just peaceful water that has just enough movement that it feels delightful. and you stay afloat. That's kind of what the bowls are still, even sitting here vibrating. So that's really cool. I love that. Oh, Dorcas, I love your purple hearts. Jane, wonderful. Oh, good. I'm so glad it was wonderful. Thank you. It's my pleasure. My pleasure. Dill, you're feeling very light. Yeah. Yeah. That buoyancy, right? That upward lifting energy of gratitude. You did that. Well done. Well done. Well done. Love it. Hi, Carolina. Good to see you. Good to see you. You said, I am so tense, had insomnia all night, so a bit off today. It happens. Yeah. Hoping the sound healing effects will spread throughout the day. Absolutely it will. Sometimes we have to plant the seeds to allow them to grow, right? Today also the moon is in, excuse me, the moon is in Scorpio, and we're also coming into this new moon, if we're not already at it, timing-wise, depending on where you are. Excuse me. So that Scorpio moon, too, is a very intense moon. So depending on how Scorpio connects with your chart, depending on what's going on with your moon, there's lots of things that could be coming up. It's also a crazy time of year, right? It's an intense time of year. So be gentle with yourself today. You've planted the seed. Just let it grow. And it'll grow and sprout at the perfect and sometimes most unexpected times. So we'll hold that with you. Thank you for sharing that and your candor as well. Good to see you, Carolina. Hi, Linnea. Lighter and more loving. Yeah, wonderful. Upward lifting. Hi, Violet. Oh, hi, smiley face friend. It's good to see you. I take the smiley face that that's how you're feeling. That's a good feeling. I love it. Sandy, incredible heart connection with your adult daughter during this practice. That was fun. That's so beautiful. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, it all starts here. Excuse me, there's an interesting thought that once we can get the energy up through these first three centers, the centers that have more density, right? These are connected more to our physical body, the first, the second, and the third. Once we get it up to the heart, it's all good from there, right? We get it up and we get it flowing out. And we use the energy that otherwise gets depressed or stuck down in the body if we've flipped polarities, right? If our battery is turned upside down, our energy is flowing backwards. We're flowing it into the dense. We're flowing it into the matter, into matter, which doesn't really take us into the pure potential. It may be manifesting in this physical reality, but when we're actually looking to bring something to us in a way that's easy and light, it's effortless, we got to go the other way. We got to go into that which is not seen to bring it into that which we do see. So that's so cool, Sandy. Thanks for sharing that. I'm glad it was fun. Rainbows. I love it. Rainbows. Hi, Smita. You're feeling loved and blessed. Oh, well, you are. You are loved. And we all bless you. So there you go. Nailed that. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Lori, yes, it was challenging in some ways, easy in other ways. Yeah, that's true. It's life. Grateful for you and everyone here. Yeah, what a beautiful community we have. Aren't we blessed? I'm with family today, so this session was especially timely for me. Good. I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, 'tis the season to be surrounded by family. And sometimes that's very easy, and sometimes that's very hard. And whatever it is for you, it's perfect in this moment. So, Carolina, grateful for music and sound and all the healing effects. Good. Yes, good. It is great, isn't it? Very, very great. Good morning, Tea Lady Nat. How are you, my friend? Always curious as to what the brew of the day is every time I see your name. You did some light yoga stretching while listening. Oh, that's good. You really felt the vibe and connection. Get into it, y'all. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yep. The vibe and the connection. It's it's everything. Helps us get to where we need to be in each moment. Thanks for sharing that. I love it. Allison, the puffy clouds outside my window at dawn glowed while breathing into the collective. That's amazing. That's so cool. I love that. It is. And sometimes we forget or we choose not to remember that we're all one. And it sounds cliched because it is, but it's not. The truth is just that. It's just the truth. So, thanks for sharing that. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Michelle, so much love and gratitude for you all this morning. Yeah, we love you. We're sending love to you in Toronto, Michelle. Oh, it's my pleasure. You've been harboring a lot of anger related to family and our healthcare system. And this has helped so much with the resistance you've been unknowingly holding in my body. Good, yeah. See, isn't that interesting? That's such a perfect example. I'm going to pause just for a second, Michelle. You so perfectly articulated the things that we don't often even know that we're healing or experiencing and holding. You could be sitting there and craving the healing, wanting the healing, and yet we're feeling the opposite, just like you said so perfectly, of that resistance, whatever that could be, and then going deeper and deeper into that. That is the pearl. That's the journey. That's the power that you're tapping into. It's so amazing. Thank you for letting me bring that to the rest of our community as well. I know they're all hearing that too. We all do it, right? It's an aspect of moving from the physical towards the spiritual. Back home. Just walking home. Thank you for helping me gain this awareness and reminding me that what we resist persists. Well said. It's true. It's very true. I had this image of talking about with the swimming and the water floating around the bowls, this idea of when we really hold on tight in the water, what do? We sink. And yet if we just relax and let go and just allow, we naturally float. We're in the flow, and beautiful things happen. You're so right, Michelle. That's so beautifully put. You woke up on the wrong side of the bed today with so much anxiety for a big appointment today, and this has helped release and activate my heart. Good. Shifting so much internally. Good for you. Feeling softer and lighter. That's amazing. Isn't that incredible what just waking up on the wrong side of the bed, what that can do and how it could affect our day, but you showed up for yourself. And then you did the work, and now soft and light. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for sharing that. You're a blessing to us. We're with you. We're sending you good vibes, good thoughts, our prayers, and our love. You got this. Go amaze them. Carolina, you are a Scorpio. See? So you know. There's lots of Scorpio stuff. We're in Scorpio season. We have the moon's in Scorpio right now. So much intensity. Violet, yes, see? Yep. We're all in agreement. Literally coming into one accord. I love it. Speaking of one accord, tomorrow we will be back at 9 a.m. So this morning we were at 8. I know it was a little early. Thank you so much for arising early, as our wonderful city says, for your rich rising and showing up even an hour early. I appreciate that. But tomorrow we'll be back at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So that's 6 a.m. Pacific, midday somewhere if you're in the UK. The time changes. You know me, and time changes. And not my current level of skill in my mind. But we will see you then. We will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. where it'll be part 4 of our 4-part series of gratitude. We're going to be connecting with the divine. I think it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. I'm very excited about this. And also, if you want to mark your calendars as well, just so you know, we are going to have on the 21st of December, we are doing a winter solstice pineal activation. Very excited about that. Of course, I will see you before then, but it's kind of a fun thing. So if you want to go ahead and mark your calendars for Wednesday, December 21st at 9 a.m., it is our winter solstice pineal activation time. Be streaming here live on Insight Timer, also on YouTube. Oh, and over on YouTube as well. Hey, Victor, I see you, my friend. Good to see you. So join us on the 21st. But first, I'll see you tomorrow. I'd love to be with you. Know how much you are loved, how valuable you are, not only to yourself, to your family, but also to the collective, to all of humanity. For when you shine your light brightly, when you stand in your truth, when you let go of things that hinder you from being the fullness of you your family, and humanity are magnified. And that's because of you. I celebrate you, and I trust you're going to have the most magnificent day today. I'll see you tomorrow. Be well, my friends. Sat Nam.